Hey, so it's
30 seconds until minions spawn.
GetsugaVII for disconnected gaming. There we go. Did it again. This is like the seventh time. Um, yeah, so we're watching one of my games with Jarvan from just last night on a ranked match. Yeah. Um, we were. I was Jarvan jungle, and we're up against a team. So we'll try to um, see if we can get some
Minions have spawned.
focus on me. Alright. Okay, so starting out, I recommend always starting with the new season to start at this creep camp here. I'm not going to be too good with names. I haven't actually bothered to learn the names of the creeps, but I know the positioning. So, opted for with Jarvan. I've got the machete to start out with. I was deciding between sweeping lens and the healing potion, sweeping lens or the ward. Sorry, went for sweeping lens, which was actually sort of quite useful throughout the game. Ward could have actually been preferred, but I did actually buy some wards during the game. Alright, so from killing that camp, I go up to wolves, and I'll kill the wolves. I know the travel time's a bit, but I find that the birds that you fight, they're just a little bit too strong to start out at very early. Alright, so I'll kill these. It's pretty much the standard. At the same time, I'm trying to keep an eye on the lanes and just have a look at them now and then. Sweet. Yeah, so it was pretty high action. Darius was having a bit of trouble up top. Syndra was quite good. So this is my first attempt at trying to gank. So I got the red buff. At this point, I decided to try and go for Thresh, but luckily enemies got the kill and actually forced Thresh to run away, so he couldn't save his teammate. So that was all good. I was pretty happy with that. So get back to my farming. Bot's going to be safe for a little while. They had a very odd team. I think if we look at the enemies here, they chose some real stupid stuff. I think it was they'd all gone for. No, this was a standard game. Yeah, sorry, I was getting mixed up with another game. They were all good. They played as per norm. The next game that I had, everyone on the enemy team went for Smite. That was a odd game. Came out on top, but it was very, very strange. They got they killed someone at the very 2 minutes in. Alright, so I'll keep cycling around. I don't put heavy emphasis on the blue camp up here, because it's just it doesn't really offer too much to Jarvan. I'm getting pretty rich, so I port back and we'll have a look at Katarina here. She was having a rough time. I think Akali was definitely had the advantage on her. I'm over here. Still just doing my thing, trying to keep an eye on the lanes, but also try and get a bit of farm. So I need to get some gold. Leonora was sort of leading down the lane at the start, but she actually came right in the end, which is cool. I think the biggest thing in this game is that don't use all chat. I think in most scenarios all chat is just a way for the enemy to be able to antagonize you or just piss you off or put you off. Doesn't really help your game, I don't think. So here we go, here's something about to happen. Getting ready to go in. Oh, I missed it. Cool. He almost died to creeps there. I don't know why he was running around. I was worried that Nessus was going to come running out to fucking wither him, and there wasn't shit all I could have done. So I'll get back to lane. Go back to me. Killing them creeps. So item wise, what I'm aiming for is I got the Stalker's Blade and bought my boots, bought a couple of potions, and just continued my farm. I noticed that what's his name left the lane, so I went and defended that lane for a while till he was able to get back, because getting a push lane is never good. You want to defend your towers as much as possible. If anyone knows how you move the chat in the replay system, that would be great. Yeah, so the AD got a kill there, so that was cool, but I prefer that I would not die, but if I can get Vayne farmed, it's a good thing. Alright, so let's see my items. I'm still got my Stalker's Blade. Trying to probably upgrade that and get my boots. Can't quite remember exactly what I bought, but just a potion. Probably trying to save my gold for the next major item. Yeah. One important thing to notice is that I found that the strongest people on the enemy team were Akali and Syndra. So for my defensive items, I built the items to counter them instead of countering, say, Nasus or Ashe, who weren't doing very well. And it works really well, I think.
Rampage.
Yeah, I sort of messed this one up. I scanned, got it, killed it, and then I was like, let's see if we can sneak up on him. But I realised that I should have probably just stayed there. And Darius was too slow. If he had ran, he could have lived. As well as I'm open to ideas if there's anything that I'm doing wrong or you think I could be improved on. Please leave a comment, and I'm happy to. I will take that into account for sure. Also, leave a game name if you play on my server, which is Oceania. Happy to play games if you want to play. It was really hard this game for me to get some dragon going. Teammates were just not really trying to help me. At this point in the game, I was actually typing to them that, hey, you should get back. They're outnumbered, as well as all quite low on health. But they decided to stick around, and it did not turn out well for them.
Rampage.
Immense power is fun. You should try it sometime.
if we look at my items, I bought the. This is yeah, I get annihilated by Syndra just then. Don't know much about that enemy, but I was not aware she was that strong. Didn't make that mistake again. She was high priority on my list after that.
Shut down. Blue team double kill. Red team double kill.
We'll go back to directed for a little while.
Shut down.
Noticed I was lagging behind in level there, so I tried to get some farm up to try and get a bit closer. There's a moment coming up where Leona goes in and they push and then try to fight, and then there's two, so they pull back. Then Leona starts to engage because the enemy starts to try and do a one-on-one, and Darius keeps back up until the right to the very end, and then still doesn't help her, and I think she dies, but with almost no assistance, but would have been an easy kill if she had just assisted from the very start.
Red team triple kill.
Yeah, that was their fault there. Always try to go for the ADCs or APCs, depending on which one's better. Who's doing better and who's playing better. Always want to go for the one that's more threatening. If you can force them to freak out, then that's awesome, because most people freak out when they see Jarvan. Because he is just so awesome at initiating. It's with a skill, especially with the use of flash.
Shut down. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So yeah, and level wise I've managed to catch up. So even with my pretty hard out roaming, I'm still managing to keep up with the ADC on our team, who has probably just been farming the whole game. I think this might be the moment.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So I've finished my Black Cleaver, and I think I'm going magic resist now, pretty much, to try and counter the strongest carries on the team. So as you can see, this game's turned out, it was pretty even. Nasus being probably the weaker part of their team, and us having Leona, or possibly Katarina. I'd probably say Katarina, to be honest. Not doing so amazing. She flashed as well, so there was a waste on a flash. They got dragoned so many times, we just couldn't seem to pull our shit together and get it. Why would you put the ward there? It's not gonna be back for ages. I think it's coming up. This might be the bit. I did notice that Ash seemed to keep kind of alone. So there's something there. You can look for the person that's doing stupid things and try and sort of punish them. I was just getting kills like no one. Wasn't on purpose every time, but I was saying, so it's just missing them. I wasn't actively trying to kill them. I was trying to kill them, but you know, it's the kills are there if the ADC is available to help me out. So I tanked the tower shots a couple to try and reduce the damage that they take. That's why I stayed in range for a few more seconds. I have to watch some more videos on Syndra. I just know absolutely nothing about her. Is she a good hero? Is she good? Is she a good champ? She seems really good. But then again, every champ is pretty good if they're played well. I.e. Jarvan. Most terrifying jungler ever, next to probably Master Yi. Lee Sin's pretty good if you're talented. I can't play Lee Sin at all. I just can't seem to land his Q. Always kick people in the wrong direction. Jarvan for me is my man. And there's an interesting moment where Nasus tries to fight Vayne one-on-one. Yeah, it didn't go in Nasus's favour. Maybe with a bit of farm he might be able to get him, but shit no. He was nowhere near strong enough to do that.
Killing spree.
In case you've never played Jarvan, I should probably talk about his abilities. So you'll see me do a. He's got a flag which he can use to chuck his lance ahead of him, and then using his Q, which is his sort of strike, you can aim it towards the flag, which will then make your character dive towards it. It's one of the cool things, and using it in conjunction with his ulti means that you can travel quite a far distance, even if you combine flash with that. It's essentially sort of 3 distances you can move across. You can really surprise enemies, that particular combination. I think he works well as a bruiser, but he can just go full tank if you need it. The next one is slow. You'll see here.
Red team double kill.
Yeah, and the slow will give him a shield and slow any enemy standing near him. I can't remember if it does something extra besides that, but that's the main benefit, is the shield to yourself, as well as the slow to the enemies. This is the moment I was talking about before, where thing is just going in and it keeps turning around and running away. That could have ended much earlier if Darius just didn't sort of jerk around. So let's see, my item build, I'm almost getting there. I've finished my Spirit Visage. I've got my Black Cleaver, so Spirit Visage here is giving me a 55 magic resist, which is helping against Syndra and Akali, who are probably the biggest damage dealers at the moment in the game. And then I'm also building Warden's Mail to turn into the freezing mail chest. Hold on, I'll just try to remember what it was called. Yeah, but I'm sure you know the one. I forgot the name. But yeah, I think I get to pretty much almost full build. I decide to actually stop, and I end up building another item in between as I finish the item. But you'll see that soon. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there, but I think it was Darius chasing after Thresh, which is an odd decision as he's quite tank. Always try to go for the ADC or ADCs. All the tank can do in the end is really just sort of irritate your team. Alone, they don't really have the killing power. Especially if you're a tank yourself.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
It looks bad, but we still win. We still win. Or maybe we don't.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Does that not sound like he said bread team's turret? Not red team? There we go. So yeah, I get the Hex Drinker. I was planning to upgrade it into the next item. I'm terrible with item names at the moment, so don't ask.
Immense power is fun. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, most likely. I'm a cat person. I like cats. I'm sorry if you don't, but I like cats. Cats are cool. So I get into the fight, I try to put the slow down, try and interrupt, focus on the ADC or APs, try and get them locked down so we can get the kill on them, because without the high damage units, it's generally going to be a GG. Try to push this tower. Sweet. Base is down. Either move to an objective, maybe try and get Dragon or Baron at this point. Trying to ping to Baron, but no one's going there, so it looks like Vayne wants to push top, so I'm going to protect our ADC. If he doesn't want to come, then I'm going to keep an eye on him, because he's the one that's going to pretty much win the game for us. Rough. Sweet. Yeah, notice Leona comes in, and I'm like, okay, we've got an Ashe and a Thresh. I don't think I can put out enough damage to kill them. I'm just gonna leave her. She's probably made a stupid decision, but she did do that to save me, apparently. Even though I'm Jarvan. Ow. Hold on, my cat's trying to claw the shit out of my leg. Just take him off, because he draws blood sometimes. Come on. Don't forget. Ugh. Shit. I think I've lost a few layers of skin on my leg. It's way too hot here in New Zealand at the moment, and I am just not wearing the thickest pants, so they're not very cat friendly. Well, if your cat loves to claw the shit out of your legs, they're not the right pants to wear. Right, yeah, first dragon, yes. Yeah, so that's the item I was trying to achieve, which is the more of Malmortis. And then I was trying to finish, yes, and then I finished my Randuin's, of course, yes, that's what it's called. And I'm at pretty much full build. I could sell my Stalker's blade if I really wanted to, and maybe move into something a little bit more tank or a little bit more damage. The option was available, but we ended it. We ended it before that. Did notice that Vayne, this is the moment I think where Vayne and Nexus had their little 1v1. Let's go check it out. I didn't get to watch it. He did pretty well. He almost had her with a little bit. If he had like a speed boost of some sort, he probably could have got her.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Right, let's get back. I was saying to them that we didn't have enough damage to do this, but they wanted to go in, so I think we get it stolen from us because of this. This is why I was against it.
Red team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Reveal what is hidden.
A summoner has reconnected.
Yeah, so with my magic resist, you know, the top two that were doing really well did nothing to me. Like they couldn't really boost me down. So there was a lot of if they did, which would be great, because then they wasted their moves on an opponent who they probably couldn't kill. And that was game. So hopefully within that you learned some things and seen sort of the pattern with jungling. I actually probably center my jungling not so much around my farm, but making sure that we help the team. If they're doing well, there's probably nothing you really need to do, but if the lane gets pushed, they get into trouble, you want to make sure you try and help them out. Or just at least even show your face to try and make the enemy aware that, hey, you're nearby, and freak them out so they back off a little bit, so your troubling ally can possibly get a bit of farm in and try and get a bit stronger. Alright, well, thanks again. It's GetsugaVII from Disconnected, and we'll catch you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.